Hey, Daphne Scott here with Leadership in the Driver's Seat. And today I'm talking about how it is how it is. Now, this is going to be sort of a weird way to talk about this, but this is what was on my mind this morning as I was about to head in to get a cup of coffee. I was thinking about, a famous saying of how you do anything is how you do everything. And this is sort of along the same line as how it is, right? So I was looking at my day today and I was thinking, I found myself, I became aware, mindfulness kicks in, right? I became aware that I was really running from one task to the other, one task to the next. And I thought to myself, how is this familiar? Am I getting myself so caught up with my task list? And how I do anything is how I do everything, right? So when we can take a moment to become aware of what's happening, really what we're starting to do is get less attached to being on autopilot in our lives and in our leadership. And this really matters because we want to have a sense of ourselves, a sense of being on purpose, being intentional about what we're doing and how we're being. And it was just this moment for me of reflection to say, like, wow, am I being that intentional with what I'm doing this morning? Or am I really just looking at my list, which, by the way, I have right here. Was I looking at my list and it was just becoming all these things to check off and I was losing sight of myself. I was really starting to function on autopilot. So how's that familiar? Is there any sort of pathway that we can catch there? And the whole point of this is paying attention in a particular way, right? This is what mindfulness is all about, and not losing sight of the details of things. By the way, one of the greatest things that we lose sight of when we get on autopilot, and it was happening to me this morning, as I lose access to appreciation for all the things that are going great, for all the things that are moving along with, my minimal effort most of the times, for all the things that get handled, for all the things that are going well in our business and in our life. And so when we get kind of caught up in that, when we kind of get caught up in this just getting in the mode that we're in, having this just how it is type of day, then we lose sight of those things. We don't get all the awesome juice that we can get from life. And it starts to feel a little dry. It's not dry here today. It's pouring rain, by the way. But it starts to feel a little bit dry to us. So how can we bring more of that awareness into our life and not get caught up in the autopilot, not get sort of off, kind of what I've one-sided to things, right? So how we do everything is how we do everything. How it is for you is how it is for you. And it's really worth paying attention to so that we can have the full spectrum and capacity of our leadership and of our life throughout our day. So I want it to be not just how it is. I don't want to go just through the day blindly. I don't want to just be going along on autopilot. And I want to be really, really feeling into all the nuances, all the beauty of life at the same time that I can see the things that need to be handled, the things that I might want to change. One of my favorite people in the world, David Allen, says, work is anything that we want to be different than it is. And so we have plenty of work, right? Plenty of things that I want to be different than it is, mostly because it's just fun to make stuff. But we also like to take care of things, and that's what leadership is all about. So let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear from you as well. You can put comments in the video below, and we'll see you soon.